Yeah, so we're here, buddy. We're live for a Friday night dark discussions.
Very dark.
Very, very dark. Hey, it's awfully bright in your place too. What's going on?
It's fucking browser because it's like a white background, so it's like all this light's flooding onto my face.
It's awfully bright in your place too. What's going on?
Yeah, it's fucking browser because it's like a white background. Hang on,
Okay.
let's go. Fuck's
What
sake,
what's going on?
I'm tired and I'm losing my mind. That's what's going on.
Oh man. Uh yeah, well, it's Friday night, right?
Yeah,
It's the end of the week and you can sort of unwind a little. But I mean, these days, like the end of the week, it doesn't seem like the end of the week. The weekend doesn't seem the same anymore.
what do you mean?
Well, to me, it's just like the weekend is like non-existent.
It goes by fast. I know that.
Well, it goes
But
by
I wish
fast. Yeah, and I'm fine. I find myself working though too, quite a bit.
that's never good.
No, it's trying to squeeze in a lot of OT where you can get it.
Yep.
Get rich the hard way, you know.
Yeah, real hard way.
Yeah. Uh, so yeah. So did you get much snow out that way?
Yeah, we got quite a bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't as much as the first round we got a couple of weeks ago, but still, we got quite a bit.
Yeah, it was crazy. Um it, yeah, not as much. I mean, the first time I think we got close to if not, 40 centimeters this way.
Yeah.
It was like insane. And the snow clearing it was just insane. It's literally taking them until in a lot of areas they were still trying to clear that snow.
Yeah,
You know,
it's yeah. Even here, like the side streets here are still a mess. The main roads are pretty much clean now, but that doesn't do me any good when I'm trying to get out of my neighborhood.
yeah. Tell me about it. Tell me, it's you feel like you're held hostage.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, thankfully this wasn't as bad. I mean, the roads weren't as bad this time. I found, which was uh, better. But I mean, I don't. Hopefully, this is the last of the worst, if you will. I mean, we're in February now, but that doesn't mean it's not going to snow anymore. Obviously,
yeah, exactly.
I
There's still
mean,
for a lot more snow. I mean, even snows as far as March.
yeah, yeah. Well, I remember heading down to Florida one year, and we made a planned stop in Nashville for a few days. And
Mhm.
I remember leaving. It was April 1st, or sorry, April 5th. April 5th, we drove, and there was a really, really bad snowstorm. I remember we were in between Buffalo and Erie, Pennsylvania, like halfway down the I-75 or I-75. And it it was a crawl. I honestly, I don't think I've ever driven in that much snow before. It was just insane. And literally crawling down the highway, you couldn't see anything because it was a complete whiteout. And you had like 18 wheelers just like barreling through the snow and literally cutting you off because they're going so fast. And it's like, okay, well, I'm sure we're going to probably see that in a ditch, up ahead when we get to where they are. And sure as shit, there was a few of them in the ditch, stuck. And I remember they actually had to close it down. Virtually, we were almost at Erie, Pennsylvania, but they officially closed down the highway right behind us. It was so bad. It was so
Crazy.
bad. Yeah, it was insane. And I know that's a notoriously it's a bad spot. Hey, Barry, how are you? Um, yeah, it was literally a really bad spot. I know it's notoriously bad. Um, Barry, if you'd like to join us, it's open. Again, I'll put the link in the chat there if you want to join us. This is completely open. So if you want to join us, come on in. Yeah, it it was it was you know it was really insane. I've never experienced anything like that before. I've driven in like heavy like rain, storm rain,
Mhm.
but this was just a whole different ball game. You know, have you ever had an issue when you're driving? Have you ever driven in weather like that before?
Oh yeah, lots of times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that bad though.
Yeah, I've listen. We've had snowstorms that bad before, not often. When I used to live in Toronto, I remember there was one time I was driving. Uh, it's close to my house. Close. It was around Lawrence and Marley, and it was snowing so bad that you couldn't see like front of your hood. Right. And in Toronto traffic, I mean, mind you, at that time when I was a lot younger, it wasn't as bad as it is now, but it still was bad
Hmm.
as far as congestion is concerned, and you just had to be extremely careful. That's all.
Yeah, and I don't think people get that. You be careful.
Yeah.
Be careful. I mean, driving in that, like I've seen some. I remember driving to work one time and down the QEW there, and we were crawling, and there wasn't a lot of people on the highway, but all of a sudden this minivan comes barreling down on the HOV lane, passes us, and he's like booting it. And I go, fuck man, that guy's gonna he's gonna fucking spin out. Something's gonna happen. And sure as shit, just as he passes by us, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but he literally just went straight across the highway in front of us and hit the fucking guardrail.
Good.
And I'm like, it's a good thing we were crawling because somebody would have hit the fucking guy.
Yeah. People like that don't deserve to drive.
No, it's insane, man. It's literally insane.
I don't know what goes through these people's minds. Like if you're on a deserted road,
Mhm.
no one's around you, you want to go a little bit faster. It's your life. You do what you want. If you end up in a ditch, it's your life, right?
Yeah.
But at least you're not putting anybody else in peril. But when you're on a fucking highway and you're driving that fast when it's that bad out there, you're not just putting your own life at risk. You're putting everybody else's life at risk. Right. And I could never grasp that concept.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, I know. I know. It's insane. That people are really well, I mean, I guess if anything, this whole kind of pandemic, if you will, is showing us how fucking stupid people can really be.
Yeah.
You know. Oh,
Shortage.
no, and I find myself using the word stupidness,
Mm-hmm.
even though it's not really a word. It seems to me it fits the, I guess it seems like the purple the proper terminology to call a lot of these people because I just don't understand.
Mm. Yep. And you know what? There's no understanding it. I mean, no matter what you do, you're gonna end up shaking your head and wondering what the fuck's going on. So it is what it is.
Well, I know. It's oh well. I mean, it's a common occurrence when, and when there's a little bit of snow, like a dusting, people just slow right down though. It's like, oh, I don't want to be on the road. Well, then why are you on the road? Stay at home.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
If you're that scared to drive in that weather, believe me, you're gonna make it worse.
I fucking love driving in it.
I don't mind driving in it at all.
I love driving in it, man. I
I
love
used
driving.
I used to love driving in this weather when I had my protege because it was standard.
Yeah,
And I used to love fucking just going and cranking it, pull up the handbrake and fishing my back end.
yeah.
Used to love doing that. It's
So
kind of
you,
in the city, but still.
so you're those you're one of those guys that pissed off a lot of people, right?
I didn't do it when those people were yeah, I used to
Uh,
love doing
burning rubber at 3 o'clock in the morning.
No, my car wasn't that far.
Oh, man. But it's funny. Now it's these fucking modified mufflers.
Yeah.
And the fucking noises they make. I don't get it. Like, what do they see in modifying the mufflers where they sound like a fucking lawnmower on steroids?
Yeah, yeah.
And
Right.
the noise they make when they fucking accelerate, it's fucking stupid.
I know.
I mean, isn't there a bylaw now with that shit?
I thought there was,
Okay.
but obviously nothing's being done about it, or at least not that I can see. So who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, my first car, the first car I've ever owned was an 84 Jetta.
Mhm.
And I called it the Frankenstein because I bought the car essentially just for the body. I paid $300 for it. The body was in immaculate condition. The
Mhm.
engine was shot, and it was a diesel, and it was shot. So then my buddy and I, who's a mechanic, who was studying to be a mechanic, was working as a mechanic apprentice or whatever you want to call it. He came with me to the junkyard, and we bought an 81 Rabbit that was smashed in the rear for the engine and tranny, and we did the engine swap ourselves, right? So we converted it from diesel to gas. We didn't do any of the electronics in the car because it's just too complicated. So we just stuck a carburetor in the car instead of fuel injection. And but the exhaust was all different sizes, right? Because we had to use some from both cars.
Yeah.
So my car was loud as fuck. It didn't have a catalytic. All I had was a muffler at the back. It was a straight pipe essentially from the header right to the muffler, and that thing was fucking loud, right? But then I got an exhaust done, a proper exhaust done after the fact, and I
Mhm.
put a cherry bomb. I didn't put an actual catalytic, so it was
Yeah.
still pretty loud. It just wasn't as bad as before.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like that was back when I was what 19, 20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and after that, and I also like dropped that car. That car was low to the ground, and but the ride, like it handled great, but the ride was just rough.
I guess.
After that car, I was like, that's it. I'm not doing any modifications to the car. The next car I bought was a safe Honda Civic, right?
Yeah.
4-door sedan, and I
Oh,
didn't
well.
do anything to that car except for tinting the windows. That's it. That's all I did to that car.
That's all you did to it, huh?
Yep. I didn't bother making any modifications whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain things, I kind of want to modify the first Jeep that we have.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. I because it's still in great shape, and I want to modify the lights.
Okay. Wow, the
You know,
lights. Yeah, who cares about that? Like, are you talking about engine stuff as well, or just like
no, I don't want to modify the engines. It's a good engine. It's got a pretty good engine, and it's fine. I'm happy with the engine because it handles well. I'm not worried about jacking it up for more power or anything like that. I just minor detailing, like because for some reason they that model, that was, I think, the first model year for the new Cherokee Trailhawk.
Right.
That the main lights, like the nighttime lights, aren't LED.
Right.
They're halogen,
The
and
rear?
they don't. Huh?
The rear lights?
No, the front.
Oh, the front.
Yeah. So I got fog lights, I got daytime lights, and then I got the nighttime lights. There's three
Right.
lights, three set, and obviously the fog lights are regular fog lights, right? And then the daytimes they're LED, right? But the daytime, or sorry, the nighttime, like the
The main
nighttime,
lights.
the main lights are halogen,
Right.
and they're fucking garbage. They don't give off any light at all. So I was looking at some kits to put in like LED lights, some
So
really
before you look at kits,
yeah,
because I was looking into this as well for my car.
yeah.
Right. So Sylvania, who makes
Mhm.
a lot of the headlights to begin with, has got LED bulbs, replacement bulbs, OEM fit. You don't have to buy any kit. You just plug and play.
Oh,
It comes,
really?
the necessary components are part of the actual bulb. So
Okay.
all you gotta do is replace the bulb, plug it in, off you go, and they're LED.
Really? Really?
Yeah, you can get them at Canadian Tire.
You got some?
No, I haven't gotten them yet. I was just looking into it, but I know that I could get it for my car. I'm pretty sure you can get it for yours. So I'd look into
Hmm.
that because at least it saves you the hassle of having to invest in a whole kit. You know what I mean? Because they already
Well,
come.
yeah, the kit wasn't, I mean, the kit isn't like price wise, it isn't that bad, but I was looking at it though too. I don't think the kits are very exchangeable friendly with the model I have.
Right.
So, like I said, but I really do want to change I really want to do something about changing them because they're garbage, right? They're not. They've always been a pain in the ass. That's the one thing I've never liked about it. You know, nighttime driving, the lights aren't very bright at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so and you know, there's a few odds and ends I'd like to do. Like, I mean, I was looking at a rack for the top.
What year is your car? The Jeep,
That one's a 2016.
2016.
The model's a 2016. Or
Okay.
wait, 2016. Yeah.
I'm just checking it now. Jeep
Fucking
Cherokee, right?
yeah. Trailhawk.
That doesn't give me the option for Trailhawk. It just says Cherokee.
Oh, okay.
So
So it's all the same, anyways. Cherokees, I'm sure they all use the same fucking lights. All the different models of Cherokees for that year.
okay, I'm gonna send you a link.
All right. Awesome. What?
Just wondering how I'm gonna send it to you. Private
Send
chat.
it-
I'll send it to a private chat.
Oh, okay.
There you go. There's the Sylvania light bulbs that'll fit your Jeep.
Oh, okay, cool.
So read up on it and then see if that's the route you want to go.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, yeah. Anything that's like definitely uh, definitely you know, a lot brighter than what I have now, because I mean, like I said, it's been a pain in the butt.
Yeah. And it helps
And
if you're in like where I live in the town itself. Obviously, it's not necessary because you got the lights. But I'm like literally minutes away from like country, and if
yeah,
I want to go, you know, to my in-laws, or we usually take the scenic route. We don't take Major Mac, and it's dark, right? So
yeah,
it would be nice to have bright lights so you can actually see where the fuck you're going.
Wow, pricey too, eh?
Yeah, they're not cheap. But I mean,
Oh,
it's like I said, you don't need a kit. They're just literally plug and play.
plug and play. Plug and play. Yeah, cool. I'll take a look at that. Definitely take a look at that. Indeed. Yeah. So, uh, next week for the show,
Yeah.
we're going to be broadcasting Friday night,
Mhm.
6 p.m. Instead of Sunday at 11 p.m. And what's going to happen is, you can watch us obviously on you because this will be YouTube only, but the audio will be. Hey Joe, how are you, Joe? Good to see you, buddy.
Hey, Joe.
Great to see you, buddy. And if you want to join us, you can do so. We'd love to bring you on. I'll put the link there. There's the link there. You click on it. Well, it'll bring you into the back room, and we'll bring you on if you want to come on. Yeah, so next Friday night will be the official live show, because we're going to have our good friend Fred Anderson on the show, and it's always fun having Fred on.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
know, Fred has dove into a lot of things in the paranormal. I mean, he's a content producer for one of the most popular shows in Sweden, actually. Paranormal reality TV show. I can't remember the name of it offhand. But I don't know if I think it's 2 seasons or 3 seasons in. And I'm not too sure if he said it's been renewed or not, but
I guess we'll find out next Friday.
we'll find out next Friday.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, it's always cool to have him on. Like I said, UFOs, anything strange, unusual, crazy. I mean, and he's got a blog too. He's got a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's only in Swedish though.
Yeah.
But I tell you, man, he scours the net for the most unusual stories. I mean, some of the shit he's picked up and posted, it's like, okay, we got to run with that one.
Yeah.
He's found some really screwed up stuff. I mean, there's a lot of screwed up stuff out there. I mean, we can ask Justin that, right?
Yeah. He seems to go down the rabbit hole quite often.
Oh man, that
It's fun to
last.
make fun of him when he's not around.
Well, yeah, that last like.
Yeah, I know.
Oh man, what exactly was that?
I don't know. It was actually kind of scary. I was like, where the hell? Whatever.
Oh my god, that was just absolutely crazy. If it's there, Justin will find it.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to find it, he'll find it.
He'll find it and he'll share it with you.
And he'll share it with you, and you'll
Be aware.
You'll be in awe. Oh, Justin, where the hell do you find this stuff?
I thought I was bad.
Oh no, man. I think Justin.
Yeah, I think Justin takes the cake on that one.
Justin takes the cake, man.
Yeah.
He definitely takes the cake. There's absolutely no doubt about that. No doubt about that.
Throw that in there. Good old Gordisms.
Good old Gordisms. And there's a whole crap load of those. Crap load of those. Gord, if you're watching.
Yeah, if you're watching.
Gord, if you're watching, Dr. Demon Gord. I don't know. It rings so good, Dr. Demon Gord.
I like Paranormal Patrick, or as he's
Y-
affectionately called, PP.
I gotta show you something. I gotta share something with you. I wish I could play it on here, and I can't. I've got a video of him at work,
Yeah.
and he's pulling some stuff off a truck, right? And I'm hiding behind a skid in the truck, and he's coming in. He's picking the skid up, and as he just as he's leaving the truck, I fucking sneak up beside him and I go, "Hey!" like that, right? And it scared the shit out of him. And his face, I got it. I had to slow it down and zoom in on his face because his reflection. And all of a sudden you hear, ah, he screams, "You motherfucker." Oh, man.
That's always fun doing stuff like that.
I got to show you. It's so fucking classic, man. Oh,
Patrick.
he's something else. Wait a sec. Let me see if I can. Hold on. Video file. Hold on. I want to test something out here. Let's see.
But I can't make this fucking screen background black. It's too bright.
What is that? Oh, I know. Okay, where are we? Let's see. Of course, I don't have it in here. Why didn't I download them? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna try to share this. Here we go. Look. Wow, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of Paranormal Patrick.
Oh yeah.
But didn't you guys see something?
See a little face of it.
You saw a face?
Yeah, I get
What'd you say? What'd you see?
a face. Basically, what we have here is Patrick is the most elaborate ghost storyteller. So what happened? It was a ghost. What do you do? Ghost stuff.
That's awesome.
It's classic, man.
Yeah.
That's classic.
It's classic Patrick. You know what? I want to go back to that woodlot, man.
Oh, we will, man. We will. I'm not happy. I think there's still a lot. There's just so many loose ends that it's hard. Like I'm having a hard time editing it because there's just too many gaps and holes and stuff like that. And yeah.
We could make this a part 2, or
Well, yeah, we could do this. Hold on.
or you know what you call it?
What?
You release this one, and then we go back and film some more, and then you release the director's cut,
Okay.
right? With
Yeah.
gaps filled in.
I don't know. Okay, here we go. I don't know which one this one. I have no idea what this is.
Got to be something with Gord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Groundbreaking evidence.
And there goes the tree.
Fat guy knocks over a tree.
That's the sign.
Extra, extra.
Yeah.
Thank God for Gord.
That's good.
He's like
That's
the comedic relief.
He is, man. Hold on. Let's see. What's this? I don't know what this outtake is. Oh. Maybe bang on a tree or make some sort of noise so we can hear?
You scared? Spiritual noises.
Oh man, I love it.
Oh fuck!
I love it.
Noise.
That's
That's
I love,
classic.
I love it.
Oh fuck! Yeah, we gotta have fun when we do this shit because God knows, yeah,
It's a good
sometimes
time. It's
Well,
a great time. It is.
it is. Next time we can drink some beers too.
Well, yeah. Hold on, one more here. Let's see. I,
I'm still laughing at the other one.
From the thickness of city air to like I described it earlier as cottage country air.
What's that behind cottage country?
A tree,
No, in the woods.
bunny rabbit.
Running through the forest there. What's that? Oh, it's a deer.
Yeah, I'm only call for that. Oh, let me look. Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh man. Oh man, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny. It's funny shit.
But let's see, hold on, does it okay, hold on. Let's see. I don't know if will it play this too? No, I won't play that. We gotta figure out let's see here. Okay. No. It doesn't support it, I guess. It doesn't it won't play it. I was trying to you already play it. Maybe play it one more time. That was classic. The you know, that wasn't paranormal. That's not. Oh, your mic's off.
Sorry, I got one here. That's the one where it says "Dude 5150."
Oh, I got the video for that. You got it?
I got the video, but obviously I'm not going to be able to show it. But
Yeah, you can show it, can you?
can I? Hang on. Let me load it up first. Let me try.
Yeah, you can put it in there. I think.
Share video file.
Yeah.
There we go. Hang on. Let me look it up. Where the fuck did I have it? Outtakes. Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Here we go.
Is it coming up?
Dude, 5150.
Yeah. I still, I mean, honestly, this is, hold on. This one is like classic. Okay, where is it? Honestly, this is hilarious. I got to play this again.
That is the best one.
Maybe bang on a tree or make some sort of noise so we can hear.
That you, Spirit? Spiritual noises.
You hear Gordon. Is that you, Serge? You know, from was it Ghost Hunters or whatever?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck.
hilarious.
Jeez.
Got us quiet. Nobody wants to join us. Come on.
I know. Come on.
Come on. This is totally open. Like I said, the links in chat there. Join us on the panel here. Completely open.
Should play some EVPs.
Sorry?
So we should play some EVPs.
I gotta figure out how to play them on here. Hold on.
Oh, you don't have to. I can load them up on the Rodecaster and just play the audio.
You do that then.
Yeah. Just trying to see if I can pick a good one. I got one here that says Child Moan.
Oh yeah, from the Spruce Lane Farmhouse.
I want to play that one.
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it's talking. That's Mars. They're coming down.
Oh, sorry, I had to restart it.
Yeah, it's talking. That's Mars.
Isn't that fucking eerie?
Yeah.
The more and more I hear it, that is just so fucking creepy. The thought, because there was nobody in the room with me.
Yeah.
I mean, you hear people in the background; they're in another room, and I was sitting. That was literally minutes or around the same time. My sleeve was tugged.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
You know, so fucking eerie. Play it again.
Yeah, it's talking. That's Mars.
Like, how do you explain that?
No
Like,
idea.
it's clear as a bell. I mean, what's it sound like to you?
It sounds like a kid. I don't make out what is being said, but it definitely sounds like a kid. That's for sure.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily saying anything, but it's, to me, it sounds like, you know, when somebody's sleeping and they sort of moan in their sleep and they're having a bad dream or whatever,
Mhm.
and you sort of hear, or it's almost like trying to formulate a word or something. I don't know. Play it again.
Yeah, it's talking. That's Mars.
You know, the talking, I didn't hear it real time. What I'm hearing is, you know, them talking in the other room, and I'm marking it for the audio.
Yeah.
That's so and so talking. Excuse me. In the back room or in the other room. Just to clarify when I'm, you know, going through the audio. And I remember clearly. There was nobody in the room. Nobody. Right? And I had been talking to you know, at the time I had this overwhelming feeling that there was kids in the room. And back then, you know, obviously they weren't allowed to be in that room. It was like off limits to them. They were, you know, they weren't allowed. And I was like sort of formulating questions, you know, hey, why are you here? You guys shouldn't be, you guys will be in trouble, you know, you shouldn't be in here. You're playing, you know, what are you hiding from somebody, or, you know, just like, you know, questions geared towards children.
Yep.
And like I said, that's when that happened. And shortly, bang, the audio timestamp is roughly just around the same time. You know, and just listening, every time I hear that, it's just so eerie.
Well, yeah, because you were there too, right? So obviously, and you know the situation, you know what happened, and who was there. For someone who's listening to this and wasn't there, obviously, their mind's probably racing, trying to figure out what it could be. But unless you're there and experiencing what you're experiencing, you know, it's your word against theirs, obviously, right? But
Yeah.
you know what happened, you know what the hell was going on, right?
Yeah, it was really weird, really, really weird. Really weird. Let's see, hold on. Let me try something here. Do I still have it? I don't think I still have it. Where are we? I don't think I have it. Let me just see. Video. No. I don't have it.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for the visual, but I don't have it. Oh wow, this is crazy. Look at this, man. I'm gonna play. This is a demo reel from 2007. Oh my god, this is hilarious.
Hello, I'm Steve Jr. I'm from Southern Ontario Paranormal Society. I'm
Actually, I can't play that. We'll get a strike.
Oh, okay.
I forgot. We'll get a strike. We'll probably get a strike. Oh well.
Strike for what?
The audio.
Oh, wow, you didn't play it long enough.
No, I didn't play it long enough. The quality's crap too.
So I got a couple more EVPs lined up. One from me and then another one from you.
Okay, go for it.
Because I'll play yours first. It's from the Spruce Lane.
That's the beauty of Victoria. It doesn't have to go together.
Yeah, I get. Who's the decorator? I don't know about that right now.
That one's the only one I didn't hear.
That was more upstairs. It wasn't like the one we were hearing here. No.
So, I mean, you're hearing talking. Okay, so the recorder is in the front parlor room of the Spruce Lane farmhouse, and it's sitting on the fireplace mantle. And what you're hearing, obviously, is you're hearing talking, and the talking is coming from the dining room area, right across the hallway. So you hear them in the distance a bit. I mean, you hear them fairly well, but what you hear is like this coughing and the clearing of the person's throat. You know, when somebody you know, and then all of a sudden you hear what sounds like a doors or something, like a cupboard slamming or something, right? And you can really make out the fact that the coughing in that is so much closer to the recorder. It's in the same room, in the parlor room with the recorder. If you want to play it again.
Yep.
That's the beauty of Victoria. It doesn't have to go together.
Yeah, I get. Who's the decorator? I don't know about that right now.
That one's the only one I didn't hear.
That was more upstairs. It wasn't like the one we were hearing here. No.
See, and I mean, they're reacting to a noise. And that noise is like a phenomenon in that house, like that banging you're hearing.
Yep. Did you guys actually hear the banging?
I didn't hear it, but it seems like they're reacting to it.
Yep.
But that's not the first time we've captured that. In fact, several times we've captured that very same sound. You know, like somebody's like closing a cupboard, like slamming a cupboard or something like that. And I don't know, kind of weird. So what's the other one? You got another one?
Yeah, I got one that I captured at my friend's, an old friend's office, not building because it was like a low rise. It's like a 3-story building anyway. It was a converted textile factory. They converted it into offices.
Mhm.
So just a quick synopsis. I know I've said it to you, Steve, already before, but for the people who haven't heard it, this friend of mine had an office in this old, really old building in downtown Toronto, and he kept saying that he felt something odd every time he went to the washroom, and it was a communal washroom, obviously. So you had to go down the hallway, past the little kitchenette to get to the washrooms. And he goes, every time I walk by there, I feel something strange. It feels weird. So one night after hours, when everybody else was gone, we decided to go and sort of try to see if we can capture anything. And there was I think about maybe 4 or 5 of us there. We went into that area where he said, he kept feeling weird every time he went there between the kitchenette and the washrooms. And I had my EMF meter with me. It was going ballistic. It was like the needle was all the way to the right at the max, and it was beeping. And my friend who had the office in this building was the one who was holding the recorder, and he was the ones. He wasn't asking for a name. He was basically telling whatever was there to tell us their name. So what you're gonna hear is the EVP is gonna start off with the beeping, which is the EMF, because I was standing right beside him. And as soon as it stops, you're gonna hear the response. So here's the clip.
Tell us your name. Tell us your name.
There you go.
I still hear Mazel Tov.
Wow. Yeah. Might very well be, but nevertheless, I mean, it's funny because as soon as he said, well, not as soon as he said, tell us your name, but you hear him say, tell us your name, and you hear beeping for maybe about a second more. And then the beeping stops, because at that point, right before the response, and I didn't move, I was standing still right beside him. It was all the way from max, and it dropped all the way down to 0. And that's when you get the response. And then it went back up. And he stated it again, tell us your name. Right? So that was kind of weird how it happened.
Is weird.
Between the 2 times he was basically stating to tell us your name. The EMF just dropped to 0 and then it went back up.
That is really weird, man. That is extremely weird.
It is. It was interesting, and obviously at the time when it happened, we didn't audibly hear anything, right? So we didn't think anything of it. So we just kept going. He kept saying, "Tell us your name," what have you. It wasn't until we went back to his office after we captured enough audio, I guess, and sort of scanned the area and did whatever we had to do. I started reviewing the recording, and we only had the one digital recorder. Yeah. So I started reviewing the recording, and it came across this, and I'm like, I don't remember anybody saying anything during that time. Like I said, there was about 4 or 5 of us, but I told everybody at the beginning of the session that if you're gonna say something, if you have to say something, say it loud enough that I can distinguish who it is that's saying it. Just because I don't want to, I don't want anybody to whisper when I'm doing an EVP recording. I would prefer everybody to be quiet. But if you have to say something, say it loud enough that I can say, okay, that was Steve, for example, or that was Mike, or whoever it was. No one said anything, which made it more interesting, because when I went back to, review the recording, sure enough, we captured this EVP, and I let, the guy who had the office in that building, I let him listen to it. And, we were all trying to figure out the name, because it was, it was a bit hard to make out, but we all kind of concluded that it said Mike McCullen.
Okay.
So I'll play it again and see if, obviously now that I've said it, you're probably going to hear it, but let me play it one more time.
Tell us your name. Tell us your name.
Yeah, I mean, I hear it.
Yeah.
I hear it. And that's the thing with a lot of EVP. So, I mean, and that's when you tell somebody, look at, you capture something, keep it on the low, and tell one person what you think it is, and just leave it open. And then you put it out there, and You tell, like, when you're reviewing them, the way I review them is, you send it to me or send it to somebody in the group and get them to, okay, that's cool. This is what I think. Then you blast it out to the rest of the guys and say, look at, okay, directly answer to me. Don't share it with anybody else what you guys think about it, what you're hearing.
Yeah.
So that way you formulate, some sort of conclusion with obviously, because everybody's going to hear something different. Right. I mean, yeah, people do hear the same thing, but there's always different. Oh, I'm hearing this, right? And another person will go, well, I'm hearing this.
Yep.
And obviously there's something that's like a total curveball, and somebody comes up with, well, I heard that, and you're like, where the hell did you get that from?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait a second, I don't hear that at all. It's weird.
I got some EVPs from Michael Esposito, but I don't know if we should play them. I'd rather not without his permission.
Yeah, we'll leave that.
Yeah,
we'll leave that.
This is back when he was on the show when we were playing it for him.
I don't have that video anymore. I thought I had. Let me just see if I can. Hold on. I don't think. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it up here. Let's see. I'm gonna try something here. I've never done this before, so bear with me. And I don't think I'll be able to grab it though, but we'll see. Yeah, I would probably refrain from playing Michael's stuff. Yeah, it's obviously something that you'd probably want to like.
You probably want to be able to explain
his stuff. Yeah,
it's his stuff, right? So unless we have permission from him.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna come through. Okay, so I'm gonna share this. Hold on. I don't know if this is gonna work or not. I don't know how this is. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, so I'm not gonna work. Not gonna bother. Not gonna bother. Okay, forget that. I can't get rid of it now. Oh, forget it. Okay. Anyways, I wanted to show. I don't have it. Maybe I have the video. Hold on. I don't think I have it on here, but if I do, I'll play it from here. Hey, traveling. How are you?
How's it going?
Let me see if I have it here. I don't think I have it on here, but I'm gonna see. No. My God, wait. Here you go, Alex. This is a blast from the past.
Oh, I'm scared.
You know what? I can't play it. I forgot. We'll get we'll get a strike again. uh,
That's like a massive cock tease. You know that?
I know, eh? I'm trying to find something where I can play the audio, but the audio, man, it's always the audio. The audio sucks. I mean, you remember when in the good old days, YouTube used to be cool.
Yeah.
You
Back
could
in
share
the good old
anything. You can share anything. Now it's like,
When they didn't care.
okay, I don't know where the hell I put all the shit to. I had all these. Where the heck is it? No, not there. Okay. So that's basically. No, I can't find it. So I'm not going to bother. Oh, what was that?
Hold on. I gotta play this. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta do this. I cannot not do this.
Okay.
Hang on. I gotta load it up. Come on. There we go. Ready?
Live on Nocturnal Frequency Radio.
Excuse me. I seen a vampire. And he said he want my chicken. I'm not giving him my chicken.
I'm not giving him my chicken.
That's classic. You got the other one?
Which one?
The vampire or the demon in my purse.
Yeah, of course I have it.
I'll play it.
Yeah. Where'd it go? There you go. Here's the first one.
Okay, I have recordings of evil angels going in my purse, unzipping it and everything, and snorting and growling and all. And I recorded tapes when I didn't understand. Okay, when I didn't understand the strange things that were going on in my house.
I had to throw that in there. Where's the rest of it?
Hold on. There's a second clip.
Oh, okay.
It went something like, a talkie grabbed it like a cartoon. It went, oh, and then there was some chant like on Rosemary Baby. And then something so low, and they're like, and all of that. And so I let my good friend, I called Mom, listen to it. She said, I don't watch pictures like that. And so I've been recording down through the years, various recordings. I accidentally recorded them walking along beside me, and they was breathing like that. And walking.
I'm still scouring through the BTR archives, and I'm trying to find that one clip, that one elusive one. But I'd be afraid. Honestly, I'd be afraid to play it. It's just so hilarious because I think it was you, me, Stephen Willett was on. And I think it was Justin. And this lady called and she basically said, I need help. I have a little leprechaun in my vagina.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Remember that one?
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
my God.
Yeah, we got some classic calls on BTR.
Oh, yeah.
That's when we had a call-in number, and we get all kinds of weird-ass calls. Plus, we were on later at night too. We were on from 11 to 1.
Do you got? I thought I sent you a couple of the other ones.
I have a bunch of EVPs here, but I want to play one.
No, not EVPs, but crank call.
That's, I think, the only one I got.
Oh, hold on a sec. Hold on. Let me
play. Hold on. Let me play this one EVP. I want to see what you think of it.
All right.
Okay.
Yep.
It's on repeat. I've repeated it because I wanted to see if, but I don't know what the hell it's saying.
Play it again.
This is the just to give you some reference. This is at the same place as the other EVP I played at my friend's office building. Sounds like it's German.
I can't make out.
I know it's tough to make out.
Okay. Oh, I got a whole bunch here. I got Justin's technical issues. Justin's first call into the nocturnal frequency.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, crank call number 1. Hold on, let me hear this one. I'll send it to you.
Are you gonna send it through email?
Hold on. Okay, hold on.
We're both doing well traveling, by the way. Just responding.
Yeah.
Just having a goofy night.
Well, yeah. Well, it's open, guys. If you guys want to join us, please do.
By all means, join us. The link's in the chat. Actually, let
Right
me,
here.
Steve, I'm gonna refill my drink.
Yeah. I just put it out there again. I gotta refresh my drink too. So hurry your ass up. Yeah, it's just one of those Friday night things that we used to do years ago, and just open round table sort of thing. Not much of one tonight, but and we're testing this out, this format. Okay. Now I gotta. Okay, so what? 60 years in the dark. Nissan Dory, how are you? 60 years in the dark. Yes, we're completely in the dark. Are you in the dark?
I'm always in the dark.
Okay, so here, I'm gonna send this.
I think.
on.
Oh,
What?
I think Nissan's referring to the EVP. Correct me if I'm wrong.
With the last one you played?
Yeah.
Yeah, could be. Alex. Okay, Alex. Let's see. I'm gonna have to.
Simon, welcome.
What?
Simon's in chat.
Simon, how are you, Simon? Okay, so let me load this. Now I got to go back and find it. Hold on. Where are you? I'll try to put in a couple there. Okay, so there's one. Let's see if I can find the other one. Okay, that's crank call. I don't know where I put them all. Oh, where do we go? Our lines are haunted. No, that's not it either. Okay, so I'm just gonna send. I'm just gonna send this one for now.
Okay, well, how are you sending it?
Email.
All right.
Send it to your email.
I just gotta load up my email. So shoot away.
Okay, there. It's there. Okay, I gotta refresh mine. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the email to come through.
Yeah, play something. I don't know.
Play something.
Play
All right.
something.
All right. Hang on.
Or do you want me to play something while you're doing that?
No, don't worry about it. Just go. How long is it gonna take you?
Not long.
Okay, go. Don't worry.
Are you sure now? Are you okay by yourself for a sec? And again, let's post this in. Guys. There we go. Posted. Okay, I'll be right back with a refreshment. I'll be right back.
I'm just getting to the email. Now. Anybody wants to join the call or wants to come on, feel free to click the link. You'll have to wait for Steve to come back because he's the one who started the stream, and he's gonna have to bring you in. But please don't hesitate. Call or join this lovely chat that we're having. There we go. I got it loaded up, ready to go. So let's go back here. So Nissan, you think it says 60 Years in the Dark? I'm gonna play it again. I'm gonna play the EVP I played earlier. If you have any input as to what it might be, please do so. Really tough to make out what it says. Not like the other one. The other one's pretty straightforward.
Tell us your name. Tell us your name.
So yeah, that's that. What do you guys think it says? The first one. It is strange. Yes. You know what? When we went back to the office and we were listening to, well, reviewing the recordings, and this came up. The area where we were recording, just to give you guys some idea, is a very narrow corridor. You can maybe fit 3 people wide. It was, like I said, it was an old textile factory that got converted into office building. It's 3 stories high, wasn't very big. It's a very old building, one of the older buildings in downtown Toronto. And you know, we were there and we captured all these things, and it was just really odd, that place. But yeah, that one there is really tricky to make out. It almost seems like it's a foreign language.
Which one?
I was replaying the one that sounded to me like it was in German.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, I got the crank call. I want to play it.
Go for it.
All right.
Get the caller in. Hello. Caller, you're live.
am Joey Jackson.
Okay. Hi, Joey. How are you?
I took a shit.
I don't remember that one.
That's, you know, that was the it's the way it was, man, when we were on BTR years ago.
Oh fuck, that was like
some of the calls were just like pointless. But I mean, hey,
it was comedy gold. It's comedy gold now. Right.
And I remember, you know, I gotta send you. Look, okay. I'm gonna send you this one too. Justin's first time calling into the show. Oh, dude, we gotta play this.
Yeah,
Justin, Justin, if you're listening.
Yeah, if you're listening, Justin.
Okay, hold on. Where are we? I'll send it to you. Justin's first call in. I got yours too. I don't know where the hell they put it. Hold on.
My first call in? Yeah,
You're-
for
the very-
those of you who don't know, we have a lot of new listeners on YouTube here. But for those of you who don't know, Steve started the show first, and he did the show. I think your very first episode, you had another co-host, or was how many episodes?
Yeah, I had two or three. The first 3 episodes, I believe, were with Kate Kingston.
Right.
At the time.
Yeah.
And literally, it was me, and then that was for the first year and a half, and then you came in. I think, what was it, 2009?
As a host, yes.
Yeah.
I was a guest on your show a couple of times prior to that.
Okay, and you know, I'm gonna send you this too.
I'm scared.
Dr. Demon Gore's first words on Nocturnal Frequency Radio. Okay, hold on. I'm listing it as NFR firsts. Okay, there you go. I sent it. So I mean, a lot of you, if you've Dr. Demon Gord hasn't been on the show that much this season.
No.
And we're trying to get the guy to come on tonight for a little bit, but he's not taking the bait. So if he's watching, though, Dr. Demon Gord, if you're watching, get
You're
your ass on. You know, and I'm gonna send it to Justin too.
Okay. So I've downloaded them.
Okay. Now I don't know. Hey, Punches. Guys, if you want to join us, by all means. If you guys don't see the link is again, I put it in chat there.
I've loaded up both Justin and Dr. Demon Gord. Which one you
Dr.
want to play
Demon
first?
Gord. Guys, more than welcome to join us tonight. It's completely open.
I'm going to play Justin first.
Sure, go for it. Now, hold on. And a lot of you guys probably know who Justin is. Justin Valrios, really good friend of ours. He's been on the show, our show, many times over the years, since the beginning.
Well, we met through the show, right?
Yeah. And again, obviously, I saw that the Phantom Core.
That's truer than you think.
Yeah, exactly. And Justin has also been on the Mindset podcast with Gareth a few times.
Well, we introduced Gareth to Justin and vice versa.
We actually created a monster.
Yeah,
we keep saying that, but we were happy because I mean, it was good because he was a good fit for the Mindset too.
Yep.
He's a great guy. He knows a lot of shit. And
he's a smart guy.
Yeah, Justin, if you're listening, get your ass on here too. Guys, come on. Let's get the party started here. Come on, we need some people to join us here. Okay, so play. Okay, so this is Justin's very first call into the show. This is like what, 2007 or 2008, I think.
Was it 2000 before I came on?
This is before you came on, I think.
Wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, no. He was on the show a few times before you came on.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah.
I'll play it now.
Okay.
Okay, I have
wow. Justin sounds a little feminine there,
Yeah, he does sound kind of feminine there. Hold on a second. Here we go.
Man.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello, caller.
Hello.
He's so enthusiastic too.
Justin from LCGH here.
Hey, Justin. How are you?
How you going? Is it Steve?
Yeah, this is Steve. How are you?
How you going? Fine. Had a long day today.
Yeah?
Got with babies, and it's just been a long night. But I wanted to comment earlier. Someone was mentioning about audio and how it's kind of inconsistent with questions and what. And I just wanted to say that I agreed. Well, with a lot of other things in the whole investigating as well. Sometimes it's consistent with what's going on or what we are taught to believe is how things.
He hasn't changed.
Or on that notion, and I just kind of wanted to see what you guys thought of that overall, with using equipment and investigating places.
There you go. His first call in.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah. And what?
No, I was going to say, let me know when you want me to play the Gord one.
Dr. Demon Gord's first call into the show. Actually, no, the very first words that he spoke. He was a guest on the show. He came on because he used to be a part of a paranormal investigative group called the Shadows Project.
Yeah.
And we had him and I'm not sure if it was Stephen Willett or one of the other guys from the show, but this is the very first time Gord spoke on the show.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gord, why don't you take it away as our... All right. I would be Gord Westwater, a.k.a. Dr. Gord. Pretty much my role in the group is to record for EVPs and somewhat spirit sensitive.
Somewhat.
Hey, crazy John.
Now we have on record Gord admitting that he's somewhat sensitive.
Yeah, you don't hear that very often now, do you?
No, you won't. Especially nowadays, you will not hear that very often. Crazy John, hi, how's it going?
Oh man, you gotta love it, man. And this is from, was that two? That was before you were on the show too.
I believe so. Maybe.
Yeah,
No.
it was 2008. I think it was like I think that was probably the 4th or 5th official show.
Wow. Okay.
You know, the 4th or 5th show that we were doing on BTR at the time. And I was, you know, I was producing the Laura Moon show at the time before for like half a year, and I was getting her guests and I was helping her out with some stuff, and I go, I'd love to start my own show up and do, and at first it was going to be geared just for the SOPs thing and paranormal sort of thing. And then I go, you know what? No. I want to open this rate up, because I mean it's not just about that. It's about I want to really dive in there, and we started it off, and I know the test show, the first test show, and the first official show are up there, and man, I can't listen to them.
I know.
I literally I can't listen to them. They're you just
when I first came on to the show, like even
Yeah.
when, as a guest or even as co-host the first year, I was using the headset mic.
we kept saying you sounded like you're underwater, man.
I mean, I had an old computer. I had an old headset mic.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't have this, right? Or
Yeah.
the Rodecaster or what have you, right? So
Yeah.
it was like, yeah, you're absolutely right. When we're listening back to the old shows, it's almost cringeworthy, and it's amazing
my
how
God,
far
yeah.
we've come along as far as audio quality at the very least. Now we got to work on the video quality, but the audio quality definitely has improved exponentially from the first few shows.
Yeah, I mean, but it really didn't matter with us being on Blog Talk.
Yeah.
Audio wise, it didn't matter. It was they would compress the audio anyway, so it sucked.
Yeah.
It was shit. And what sucks is, the files. The files when I was downloading the files from the archive, they're only 25. I think 25, and that's not broadcast quality.
No.
I mean, you need at least 192, I believe, to be broadcast quality. And I know Ray, when he wants the audio clips for rebroadcasting some of the shows that we do on a Friday night for Saturday or for the Sunday night show on the radio, he asks that we send him 320, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that. So I mean, I tend to clean up a lot of the audio from BTR. It's time consuming, and I try to do it because I mean a lot of those shows we've been putting up on the site as Nocturnal Vault shows, and those are some of the classic shows. I mean, we had some really fucking classic shows. I mean, some of the guests we had on there, man, like come on.
And we've had some pretty interesting guests.
We
over the
had some really good guests. Some that I totally forgot about.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't forget about Stanton Freeman.
How can you forget that?
You can't forget that.
Yeah. We've had him on the show.
He was on the show. Jerry E. Smith.
Yeah.
Weather Modification. Fucking awesome show. And David Ferrant,
that's classic. Yeah.
Things really got heated up when David came on.
Yeah.
Honestly, things really got heated up when he came on. And I'm just so happy to have, we were able to have him on and because initially he didn't want to because he thought that we were, baiting him because we were part of the other camp. And I had to assure him, I said, no, you don't have to worry about that. We're not a part of the other camp.
Card carry members of the Evil Cabal.
The Evil Cabal, yeah. Who else? Come on. It's like fucking David Hess.
Colombo.
Oh fuck. I wish I had the audio for that still. Imagine that.
Classic.
That would have been classic if we had the audio for that.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, that was just oh man. Here's this guy who is revered as this intelligent writer on the paranormal. And when you read his books, there's fucking plain Jane. I only used his books as location finders.
Yeah.
But we invite him on the show, John Colombo, a Canadian writer on the paranormal, well known. We had him on the show. Well, we tried to have him on the show. We had tech, and you got to remember, this is Blog Talk Radio, okay? And of course, that coupled with Skype at the time, the quality and the technical issues that either Skype was having or Blog Talk was having, but we're, of course, when we bring this guy onto the show, we're having audio problems right away, even before we go live. We couldn't even go fucking live because the audio quality, there was technical issues. Sorry. And he goes, what? Like, I go, okay, Alex, hold down the fort. I gotta have to try to figure this out. I gotta contact BTR and I gotta figure out what's going on. Right. And the whole time Alex is, on the line with fucking John, and he's like, and John's like, what kind of fucking shit show are you guys running here? Then you call this a radio show?
Well, here's the kicker. What killed me was that the first number he gave you was a fucking fax number.
Yeah.
It's like, you're one to talk, you dumbass.
Yeah, but here he is fucking like really smashing into Alex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, poor Alex, man. this guy's a total dick.
Yeah.
And right there, it just illuminated this guy's personality. He was a total fucking dick.
It's one of those personalities where, he thought he was that and more. But at the end of the day, he isn't.
No.
And, he just felt like he was above and beyond, better than everyone else. And it's like, hey, whatever. If that makes you feel better about yourself, then have at it, buddy.
couldn't fucking believe it. You know what a fucking joke.
Yeah, that was
But
that was a fun time.
yeah, what you know, any Blog Talk was free at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, it was free. You could do 2-hour shows, didn't have to pay a cent. We were doing fucking 2 to 4 hour shows
Yeah,
some
we were.
weekends. You know, we would do a 2-hour straight show, and then we'd fucking quickly schedule an extra hour right after and go live right after.
Yep.
Or we'd schedule, go on somebody else's show for an hour after that.
Yeah, that happened as well. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, some of the discussions we had were just fucking incredible.
Yeah. Like
You
the
know?
dark discussions were, at the time, they were top notch.
They were amazing.
Yeah. We
And
had,
that-
we used to have a lot of, good people on the panel.
Well, we're trying to kickstart it tonight. And nobody wants to join us. Come on. I know.
People are shy.
Yeah.
Don't have to be shy around us. We're
No,
a bunch of
God, no.
fucking goofs.
Yeah. But yeah, some of those shows were classic, and but some of them I can't even listen to.
I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And so I said the same thing. It's like when I listen to some of the oldies there, it's like, holy shit, man.
Ramsland, Catherine Ram. What's her name again?
Catherine Ramsland. Yeah,
well-known crime writer
and paranormal writer.
Paranormal writer, and as of lately, she's been on that show about the BTK killer.
Right.
She's, I guess, a consultant / expert on who is conversing with I forget the guy's name. The guy's name, the BTK.
Oh,
killer.
yeah.
I can't remember his name.
I'm horrible with names anyway, so I can't.
Anyways, she converses with him in via phone in jail, right?
Right.
And sort of tries to get into the guy's head as to why he was killing these people at the time, and whatever. I mean, the guy was so full of it, and he still is. But that show that we had her on, I hate to say it, but it was just a yawn fest.
Well, and I don't know whether it's because I can't fathom the fact that she may have been nervous, because she's written many books. I don't know. Maybe it was just
Maybe it was the level or lack of intelligent questions that we were asking.
maybe that might have been it. Yeah, that might very well have
maybe
been it.
our questions weren't at the level that she was expecting.
Maybe not.
What
But, I mean,
what
she's
was your favorite? What's your favorite crime to look into?
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
She's a nice lady, but
Oh
it was-
yeah. She was nice.
it was a bit of a dry interview for sure.
It was dry because we literally had to keep throwing stuff at her, because there are people that you can interview and you don't have to ask them anything. They just go on and on and on.
Mhm.
But her, it's like you ask her a question. Hey, Adrian, how you doing? You'd ask her a question and she'd give you like a one-word answer.
Yeah.
And that was it. It's like,
I still think she was nervous. Maybe she was nervous for some reason.
Really?
odd reason.
you
Maybe she
really
was.
think so? You really think so?
I don't know. I mean, the way she was answering, it sounded like maybe she was a bit nervous. Maybe because she doesn't. You know what I mean? She's a public figure. It doesn't mean that people who are public figures don't get nervous when they go and do interviews. But plus the fact that she probably didn't know us from a hole in the wall. She didn't know what to expect from us, right? That could have been it.
Well, it could have been. I mean, yeah, there
I mean,
could
her
have
books
been.
are great. I have a couple of her books.
I'm sure her books are great. Yeah, I haven't
She,
read any of her books, but
yeah, she primarily writes now about true crime and sort of psychological stuff more so
Yeah.
than the paranormal. She has written paranormal stuff in the past. I don't think she does that too much anymore. But yeah, it would have been nice to be able to talk to her more about, that kind of stuff. But
Well, we initially the show was because she had just recently written a book about vampire culture or something, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, something about vampires. I remember.
Hmm.
And I think that's initially why you wanted to bring her on because it's like she had written something about the book about vampires or something, and you were like intrigued and you wanted to know a little bit more about that, which which is cool.
Speaking of vampires, I mean, we had a couple of self-proclaimed vampires on the show.
We've had we've had a lot of people. Who did we have on?
Madam X.
Oh, Madam X. Yeah, that's right. That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Yeah. We also had someone from the Church of Satan, as you well know.
Oh yeah, we had somebody from the Church of Satan on.
Yeah.
And you know what? To us, it's not shocking though.
No. Far from.
Right? It's not shocking because wait a second. Hold on a sec here. I got to play something here because I might want to hold on.
I'm holding.
Here you go. Here you go, Alex. This I found it.
Found what?
I found your very first time calling into the show.
Ah, fuck.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna send it over to you.
Ah.
Oh.
I was hoping you wouldn't find it.
I found it.
Mother pearls.
Yeah. And this is classic.
I'm sure it was.
We're gonna entitle this Alex's first time.
Yeah. Alex gets the virginized.
Yeah. Alex's first time. Okay. All right. Okay. I just sent it to you.
All right.
All right. Okay. And when he plays it, that's going to be, this is the very first time Alex called into the show. This is when you used to be a listener and you would just chat. You were in the chat quite often, and then you got more into the conversations, and then this is the very first time you came on for a dark discussion, I think. Oh no, you had called into the show. You weren't on the show, but
yeah, because I think you were asking for people to call in, so I called in.
You called in, sort of like tonight, guys. Join us. Come on. This is supposed to be dark discussions here. We want some dark discussions.
Hang on, I'm trying to save the file on my desktop first.
Okay.
Orbs. Did I talk about orbs?
Yeah. Here we go. You got to play it. This is fucking hilarious. Here we go.
It's coming. It's coming.
There you go. This is Alex's first time calling into the show.
I'm having stage fright, man.
Oh God. You're like Justin. You're very very enthusiastic.
At the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the clip.
Discuss. Why don't we begin with the controversial orb topic?
Ah.
Sure. Hey, what a way to start the show. Let's do it.
I thought we'd start with a bang.
Yeah, of course. Well, go ahead, Alex. Orbs. What do you think they are?
That's it?
That's it, I guess.
Oh, I guess you didn't go into. Oh, okay.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I've got a longer version of that. I don't know why that is short like that.
That was one of the first times I called in. Look at that. I was already talking about orbs.
Orbs. I gotta find. I'm almost certain I got the longer version of that somewhere. I don't
you
know
probably
where
do
it's going.
somewhere.
What's that?
You probably have it somewhere.
I know I do. I know. Let's see. Hold on a sec here.
Good old orbs.
Let's see. There you go, Alex. You're now a moderator to the channel.
What?
I made you a moderator in the chat. In the.
Oh,
I know. I can do that. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to play this again. Oh, hold on. Where are we? I got to play this again.
oh yeah.
No. I'll play the other one. I'll play the other one again too.
In the thickness of city air.
Oh no, I didn't want to play this.
Like I just.
Sorry, not that's not the one I wanted to play. I don't know why that came up. Where are we? Hold on.
Yes, folks, we are not drunk.
No.
Groundbreaking evidence. And there goes the tree.
Fat guy knocks over a tree. extra.
But you know, it's that's Dr. Demon Gord, by the way, guys.
Yep.
Dr. Demon Gord. Dr. Demon Gord. We couldn't lure him in tonight. I don't know why.
Yeah, maybe he's busy.
Could be.
Friday night.
Could be.
Could be getting it on with the tree. I mean, with
Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Where is that?
I find that if you make fun of someone enough times, they'll call in, right? They try to defend themselves. And their honor.
What are you playing that for, man?
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck, man?" Come on, Dr. Demon Gord, you know we love you.
Oh. Okay, well, we have to play this again. Here we go.
Oh. Yep. For those who joined late.
Maybe bang on a tree or make some sort of noise so we can hear.
That you, Spirit? Spiritual noises.
Oh, you gotta love
You're
it,
just
right?
investigating, folks. Let me tell you.
Oh, the pits and perils of filming a documentary and trying to do other stuff at the same time, right?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
At
here
the
we
same
go.
time, you gotta have some fun too. Otherwise, what the fuck's the point, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. As long as you're not causing any shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I'm gonna play this, and this Alex, you know all about this, but maybe the guys watching don't know anything about this. But this was captured the very first time in the Spruce Lane farmhouse, which is an old house built in 1899, an old farmhouse, and it's used as a definitely a man after my own heart.
Yeah.
And this was captured. Some of you might have seen this or heard this, but this one I know is one that fascinated Gareth when I played it for him a few times, and if it still fascinates me. And basically was captured in 2009 when we were the very first time in the Spruce Lane farmhouse, and So, anyways, I'm gonna play it. And what you're gonna see is my camera guy going around and sort of documenting the upstairs area, and he centers in on this portrait of like a painted portrait of a period piece of a little girl. The portrait's known as Cherry Ripe. So, anyways, you're going to hear people talking downstairs, but then you're going to hear something very, very distinguished in the forefront right there with the camera guy. And he didn't hear this at the time. You're going to hear the original file, and then I boosted the audio so you can hear it better. Okay, so we'll play it. Hold on a sec here. Let me just... and I want to get your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think is being said or whatever. Okay, where are we? Uh-oh.
What?
Now I can't find it.
Can't blame BTR now.
No, I can't. What the hell? Make sure I put it in the right spot. I might have put it in the wrong spot.
That's what
Oh, it's AVI.
Doesn't play AVI?
No. Okay, that's fine. So what we'll do it this way. Hold on. I will do... This should do it. This should work. All right, just put it over in here. Okay, let's hopefully this will work this time. All right. And once again, okay, let us know what you think. And here we go. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, that still brings chills to the bone.
Yeah.
And that laid dormant for like 10 years before I didn't when I was reviewing the video after, I didn't catch that at all. And it wasn't until 10 years later when I started working on the Spruce Lane Farmhouse documentary that I found it. And I'm like, oh my God, the very first time I'm like, am I hearing what I just heard? That is just freaky shit, man. That was just freaky shit.
Yeah. It is. I mean, so like you hear someone singing, like a little girl. It sounds like a little girl singing. All right.
I'll play it one more time for guys. And want to hear what you guys think, Crazy. Crazy stuff. We're waiting for you guys. Come on. Links in the chat there if you want to join us. Again, this is completely open discussion. Dark, may it be dark.
Maybe dark, maybe not. Maybe comical.
Well, Simon's saying it's an older woman's voice, at least over 30. That's intriguing because that's the first time I've heard somebody say it. It's an older woman's voice. But hey,
could very well be.
It could be. I mean, we simply don't know. And what's being sung, or it sounds like a song or nursery rhyme of some sort. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. It's baffled me. But like I said, it's just it's so clear. You know what I mean? Like it's clear that you can hear it, but it's not clear as to what's being sung or, excuse me, said. I mean, what are your thoughts about? And I know we've talked about this a million times. What are your thoughts about? Like, where are these coming from?
Wow, that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
It could come from multiple different sources, right? Let me just read the comment first. Some sort of song or chant, but it's not a child's voice. Okay. It's not from this dimension, I don't think, or from this reality, obviously, because if it was, we'd hear it live, obviously, and it's a toss up. For me, it's a toss up as to whether it's actually the voice of disembodied individuals, meaning people who have passed on and are stuck in this reality, or are stuck and they haven't moved on, so to speak. I'm not too keen on that. And the only reason why I say that is because I've tried, often to try to capture EVPs of my father after he passed away, and I've had no luck whatsoever. And it's not like I haven't caught any EVPs since I started delving into the paranormal. I have. So it's one of those things, right? So I think it's something that it's got to come from another realm. It's got to come from a different dimension, I believe. And it's only speculation, obviously, but it almost seems like, have you ever, you know that theory where you have all these universes stacked on top of each other, like multiverse, but they're all stacked one on top of the other, one on top of the other, and so on and so forth. And I think what we're capturing is snippets from that reality. Now, that doesn't explain some of the people who've claimed that, they're getting intelligent responses to their questions. But these samples that I've seen or I've heard kind of makes me wonder if that's where it's coming from. And maybe it is intelligent in the sense that we're interacting with that. They're like, think of it this way. They could be doing the same thing we're doing. They could be trying to capture EVPs and, or doing something. And it's sort of like that kind of interaction. You know what I mean?
We're the EVPs coming through to them.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, it's obviously all speculation because there's no real definitive answer as to where it's coming from.
Yeah, I mean that's the craziness of it all, and I mean that's one of the I mean when most people talk about paranormal, and I hate saying evidence, but findings, whatever, that EVPs are like gold. If you the clearer the better, obviously. Intelligent response, even better.
Yeah.
Now with that one that we just played, that for some reason, I did research on the the portrait that's in the framing, and I saw that the portrait's name was Cherry Ripe, after an English song of the same name, an old English song, Cherry Ripe, same thing. And I'm like, okay, out of some strange coincidence, is that what the girl, woman, whatever is saying? And so I listened to the song, and I'm like, no, it's not that. It's not that. I that would have been crazy if it was. I mean, what would have been the chances? Here's the camera focusing on this portrait, and all of a sudden, the song of the same name is playing. It would like, okay, what's going on here?
Yeah.
But even so, okay, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, it's interesting to think about stuff like this because, I mean, there's so many ideas running through my head as far as what it could potentially be, and like I said, they're all my own sort of hypotheses as to what it might be.
Mhm.
Are you familiar with thought forms? Right, in the occult world, you can create a thought form, and there's other names for it. There's other things that you can create, but one of them is a thought form, and essentially what it is that you're creating sort of like a being, an energy being, or whatever, for lack of a better term. And if anybody's involved in the occult knows a lot better than me. Obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but if it can be created just by your will alone, meaning that if you concentrate hard enough and you create a thought form to be able to do, for lack of a better term, your bidding,
Mhm.
who's to say that all of these things that we're capturing aren't the remnants of these thought forms that haven't properly been sort of dispatched once their tasks are complete? Because that's what you're technically supposed to do. So if you create a thought form, or if you create any sort of creature or being for a purpose that you designed or that you wanted to do, like, I don't know, make someone fall in love with you just for the sake of the argument. Once that task is complete, you're supposed to sort of disperse that energy.
Mhm.
And if you don't, it goes on and sort of starts forming not a mind of its own, but sort of almost its own personality and its own will, for lack of a better term, right? And maybe that's another thing that we're encountering when we're doing EVP work. We're encountering these sort of thought forms that were not dispatched once they're completed their tasks, or just sort of roaming around, this plane and doing whatever they want to do.
They need to explode.
Yeah, well, exactly.
Don't hold back. Yeah, I agree. That's a good sort of analogy of it. It just interesting. Could it be a residual energy from a former investigator? I mean,
too.
Very possible.
This is the problem with the paranormal. It's
theory
a
based.
million possibilities.
Mhm.
The problem is determining which one it actually is.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. Anything you could think of, it's a possibility. And when we were on Gareth's show, or whether I can't remember if we were on his show or he was on ours, when we were discussing this one time,
Mhm.
and I was sort of being not negative, but I was he was bringing up all these scenarios, and I kept saying no or this, and he was like, "Oh, well, aren't you optimistic?"
Yeah.
The point is that with the paranormal, because there is no established sort of there's nothing established, really, to be honest with you. It's like the Wild West when you think about it. But we don't know anything for certain when it comes to the paranormal. You have a lot of people claiming that they know for certain, but it's at the end of the day, it's unprovable. And until we can prove something definitively, it's all guesswork, really. And
Well,
it's
yeah.
it's your opinion versus mine, and we could both be right or we could both be far off, right?
Yeah, but when somebody tells you, okay, well, they're just simply stray radio signals or cell phone signals, or
But see, I don't buy that, because if that was the case, we capture a lot more EVPs than we do.
but when
No.
you place that in using a fucking ghost box,
Okay, ghost box is different, but when you're talking about
it's a stray radio signal. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. But when you're using a digital recorder or your cell phone to record for EVPs and what have you, if it was in fact a stray radio signal, we're bombarded constantly with radio signals, 24/7.
Yep.
You'd think if that was the case, that every time we turn on a recorder, we capture a stray radio signal. But we don't.
No.
They're hard. EVPs are hard to come by. You obviously you know this better than I do, because you've gone into it more than I have.
I mean, there are some people that I don't know what it is, but they can. It's like pulling a rabbit out of a hat. Bang! Each time they put their hand in there, they pull one out. It's just incredible. But obviously, my problem has always been with the classification of an EVP, and I just, it's so archaic and so monotonous and stupid, to be honest. Class A, Class B, Class C EVPs. And each one obviously gives you the quality of it, like how clear is it? Can you hear it saying something? Is it intelligent? Is it responding to a question that you asked or whatever else? I hated going and saying, oh, look, I got a Class A EVP. Really? And then when you listen to some of the people that would provide these Class A EVPs, they're fucking horrible.
Well, yeah.
They were
And
horrible.
I've come across some like that as well, like quote unquote famous people in the paranormal field.
Bad. Like, some, like, and I hate to say this, some people who are, that's their forte, is collecting EVPs. And they'll play something for you and say, hey, look at this. And they automatically force feed you into thinking what it's going to say. And of course, your brain, your thoughts been contaminated. So when you listen to it, oh yeah, that's exactly what I heard.
Yeah. Well, I remember coming across, and then I can't remember who it was. It was someone fairly recognizable in the paranormal field. But for the life of me right now, I can't think of it because it's been years ago. But I was on this individual's webpage, and he had a bunch of EVPs posted on the website.
Yeah.
And one of them, he goes, we can't make out what this is. And I was listening to it with Frank, right? And we can't make out what it is. Have a listen and you decide, or let us know what you think it is. So we're listening to this EVP, and you hear something very faint in the background. And we're like, okay, obviously something's happening. So we try to crank the volume up as much as possible. And we're listening again. We're listening close because we didn't have headphones. So we had to listen close to the speakers. And both of us, we look at each other and we're like, that's a fucking dog barking in the distance. Right? And both of us said it, right? So it's like, obviously this guy is like, you have to listen. Anybody who's going out, or anybody who's interested in going out doing any sort of EVP work, you have to, keep in the back of your mind things that are going on around you in the environment you're in. If you're outside, conducting EVP sessions outdoors, you're gonna have noises.
Yeah,
the wind rustling the leaves, animals in the background, whether it be dogs or wild animals, whatever the case is. You have to bear that in mind, and you have to sort of kind of say it on the recording. Say, hey, listen, you heard a noise, saying, okay, that was so and so walking, or that was the wind blowing the leaves, or whatever the case is. So you don't mix that up when you go review the tape. All right, because that's more often than not, if you don't pay attention to what's going on around you, you're gonna misconstrue that as, quote unquote evidence of the paranormal, and that's just not good for anybody, yourself or anybody else involved.
I remember a few years ago investigating a place called the Hermitage.
I've heard of that place, yeah.
Yeah. Really, really crazy place, cool place. An old Scottish mansion that had burned down, and the only the facade was left in the back corner of the building. And we had to get proper permission to go in there and investigate. And I remember we all had all sorts of all sorts of stuff that went down that night in terms of technical difficulties, problems that we were having with the equipment. Batteries were dying like so quick. Freshly charged batteries are dying on a dime. I know that happens, but it just everything was just happening that night. But anyways, I remember going through some of the video footage. I had an old Sony Hi8 camera, night vision camera, that I was using, and I'm listening to the audio as I'm reviewing the footage, and I was hearing this crazy chiming, like it was like a church bell in the distance, and I'm like going to myself, what fucking church bell would be chiming at like 11, 12 o'clock at night? It didn't make any sense. So I did a little bit of research into it, and then I contacted Sony. And I said, look, I'm getting this really, really weird sort of chiming noise in the audio to this camera model, and I was just wondering if you had some sort of technical sort of know-how or explanation as to why. And they got back to me really quick and said, yeah, well, that's the inner mechanism. There's an inner mechanism that makes that noise as it's turning as you're recording, because you got to remember, this is physical media. It's got a tape in there, Hi8 tape. And I'm like, that makes sense. And from that time on, every time I use the camera, you could hear it. Where before I would not have noticed it. It wouldn't pay attention. But now that I knew what it was there all the time. So I had to stop using the camera.
Yeah. For
its audio. But I mean, okay, so do you have well, hold on. Okay, so here, I'll send it to you just in case you don't have it, okay, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you referring to?
EVP. I don't think you have it. Hold on. We're gonna play some EVPs here. Okay, so gotta get where are we? Maybe I don't have it on here. Blasphemy. Come on. Oh, no. What the hell? Hold on a sec. I gotta play it here. I don't know. I don't have it listed properly here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'll send it because then I'll know what it. So I sent it to you. So okay. I'll know exactly what it is, folks. We'd love to have somebody join us for this great discussion and whatever else. This is completely open tonight. And I'll put the link again in chat just in case you guys haven't seen it, but there it is again. You guys are more than welcome to join us. Don't be bashful. Don't be shy.
Don't be shy.
No. What? Okay, you know what? So before you play that again, I'll play this again for you guys. For maybe somebody didn't catch it. But I'll play it again here for you guys. Here you go. Crazy. So again, like I said, that's love to know what she's singing or reciting. I've had some suggestions, but nothing that sort of, fits the mold, if you will. Okay, so were you able to get that loaded up?
Yep, it's ready to go.
All right, so here's one of our famous sort of EVPs from many years ago, and this is taken from we were just doing some sort of an after we had a meeting, a group meeting, and then we decided to go up to an old pioneer cemetery that we had been doing research with the city for years, and we were showing somebody who had would move on to be one of our main members of the group that I have. But it was his first time out there recording, and he managed to capture this. And so what you're hearing, you're going to hear him talking with another lady, and then you're going to hear something sort of above their voices and molding in with their voices. Go ahead, Alex.
I'll check, go around and ask some questions and we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So just level to the ground like this.
Yeah, just make sure.
So maybe play it one more time.
Yep.
I'll check, go around and ask some questions and we'll see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So just level to the ground like this.
Yeah, just make sure.
You remember that one?
Yep. I remember that one. I think I had that one already, though.
Oh, did you?
Maybe.
Oh, you might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that one always, like I said, I remember him emailing me. Oh, oh my God. I remember him emailing me right after. Like this is like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, and I was still up going through stuff. And he emailed me, and he was happier than a pig in shit. He was like, "Holy shit, man, I got a fucking EVP." And he wasn't even in the group yet. And he was so happy. And when I listened to this, I'm like, holy shit. Wow, good capture for your very first time.
Yeah. I gotta go out and do some more EVP work. I haven't done that in a long time.
No, it's been a while. I mean, I think obviously the last time was the Woodlot.
Yep.
There's been some interesting captures there, but I don't know. It's tough to say. it's an interesting place.
It definitely is an interesting place. It's
Yeah.
it's weird because it seems like every time we go there, there seems to be a different kind of atmosphere going on.
Well, yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Yeah, it morphs each time you're out there. And I don't know. I still think that there's more to the area that we did not we haven't gone to, and I want to sort of get into that area.
Yeah.
And see what we can we can do there in terms of finding something. Well, I don't know, dude. I don't think anyone's going to join us tonight.
I don't think so either. Guys had your chance.
Yeah, too bad. Cheers. I think we'll call it quits, buddy.
Yeah. My glass is empty. We're gonna have to call it quits.
Thanks for joining us, guys, who tuned in. Again, just testing out this format for possibly future endeavors. We have our regular show this Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here and on the New Visions Radio Network, which is www.newvisionsradio.com. And February 11th, our good friend Fred Anderson will be joining us all the way from Sweden. Always a blast to have Fred on. That's next Friday, which is Friday, February 11th, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 2 a.m. in the UK. Or no, sorry. No, that's 11. No, what am I saying? It's 11 p.m. East London time. So looking forward to having him on the show, back on the show. So that's cool. And more. Guys, thank you. We're going to call this. Thanks again, and we'll see you on Sunday night. Take care, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Later.